Good morning or good afternoon for who is watching this program. I'm going to talk about. I would like to talk today about Padre Pio. It's I met him truly. I start to know him about a priest called Padre Paulo Ricardo. Is a Brazilian priest, and he does a lot of. If you go to the YouTube, you can see he does a lot of mass. In the he has a lot of videos he daily post in YouTube. In one of the videos that I watched, he was talking about Padre Pio, and through when I become so enchanted, so curious about Padre Pio that I Google it, and I become so in love basically with him about his stories about his story about the work he did, even he does right now, even he passed away about 54 years ago. Then uh, because of that, he has a big impact on my life. I know so many people also have some people have YouTube stories about Pat Pio or channels about Pat Pio. Many people do that. And for me, it was so. I cannot say when I heard about he has the stigmas that as Jesus Christ, I was so impressed with that. And because of that, made me to want to know more and more about him. And I start to look. Did some research, and I came across with his story. Today I'm going to do just a brief introduction about him, who was Padre Pio or who is Padre Pio. Starting by his life, he was born in May 25, 1887 in Pietrelcina, Italy, and he was the fourth of seven children. Um, and he began to have visions about Mary, Virgin Mary, and Jesus when he was, and also demons at the age of 5, when he was about the age of 5. In the age of 9, he was doing penances and mortifications. Uh, then um, he went to at the age of 16 he went to Capuchin monastery and received the name of Padre Pio later on. Pio. Then he said that he was ordained to the priesthood on August 10, 1910, and became Padre Pio at that time. On Friday, September 20, 1918, he received the stigmatas, okay? And he bore the wounds of Christ for 50 years. On September 23rd, 1968, at the age of 81, Padre Pio went to his rewards. Basically, he died. And the stigmata, they say here, Padre Pio das the only Catholic priest to receive the stigmata. The first recorded case of a person receiving the wounds of Christ took place in 1912 24, in which Saint Francis of Assisi received it 2 years prior to his death. Then basically this I have this information. I believe I came from is this one. I don't know, it's so bright you cannot see very well, but it's just a pamphlet that I have, and I believe I got this from the Padre Pio Foundation here. There is a Padre Pio Foundation. Is a store that sell many things about the Padre Pio. You can Google it, and they sell about a lot of things about Padre Pio. One of that, there is a lot of stores, but usually what I'm using more is the Padre Pio Foundation of America. It's a good store. You can Google and buy what you want over there. There is a good prices for that. Um, and it's very good. And if you want to know more about Padre Pio, you can get there is books, there is things that you can buy. Like I usually buy this petition for all you. Oh, it doesn't come so well, but it's good. I buy petition for all your souls in purgatory. Also, they sell. These petitions are mainly for you can pray daily. You can pray daily. It's a short petition for people that are in purgatory. Then also there is a children's book about the Padre Pio that tells the story of Padre Pio. If you, for example, have children to know more about the Padre Pio, you can start by that to read this book to your children, and you'll know what it is. Then, for me, it's Padre Pio. Uh, I bought a book. This book I bought at the beginning. I didn't know the Padre Pio Foundation at the time, and I bought this book on Amazon. But also on the Padre Pio Foundation, you can buy. I bought on Amazon, and it's Don't Pray, Hope, and Don't Worry, in the True Stories of Padre Pio, volume book number 1. Then also you can go and buy that. Even now, after he passed away, Padre Pio has doing a lot of miracles for people in need. If you are in need and you pray for him, he'll come. You make you make your prayers. They do daily prayers, and you ask him for his help wherever you go, like health, marital problems, whatever you go through in your life, stress, depression, anxiety, wherever you go, then he will help. In our world today, many people have a lot of people suffer a lot of anxiety, depression. Many people feel very lonely. They don't have friends, all stress about work. Then, if and one thing I realize, it's like all these things people feel very lonely. Why? Because you are families are apart. You not together like before. Everyone has the families today. Our families that is considered our families is the people who have in our house only. Mainly, it's like. If you are married, it's only you, your husband, your children, But the family, it's decreased in the size. Before our families, it was more together. It was more like not only husband, wife, and children, but we were involved the mothers, mother, parent, our mothers or the fathers, grandparents, cousins, aunts, everyone were together. You usually did things together, and you had a lot of support. And also the not only families, support about our families, our community was more together. You are having more love, in the church. The church has a big impact in our lives, and which today this doesn't happen. People. The religions basically are not, you are not allowed to talk about the religion. You are not allowed to express the love that you have for God. You're not allowed. It's like it's a taboo. You cannot talk about this subject. And this is people don't realize it has a big negative impact in our lives, because before you are free to express our families went to church, our parents went to church with the kids, you children. You start to, since the children were born, baptize them, go to church with them, teach them to love God. And this had a big impact in our lives. You had more, the children were more respectful to adults. There was not so many cases of anxiety, depression. It was more love. It was a community of love, a country of love. Even the world was more loving than today it is. Then it's very difficult the way you are living today. Extremely difficult. Don't many cases also you can see children maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. They already have depression, they have anxiety. They are hospitalized. Some of them they go to being hospitalized. They stay months and months in the hospital, because of suicidal thoughts, racing thoughts. They have drugs issues. All this is a problem. The children they should, the moment when they are child, they should enjoy their childhood, but it's not happening nowadays. And this is a problem. Because we don't have the support that the church with us. Or sometimes people make us also to divide, like you are dividing. Talking about church is a problem. Or if you talk, for example, if you are black, if you talk about God, but Catholic Church, God and Catholic Church, it's like, oh, it's bad. It should not talk about. Maybe the black people should not be so uh, relate to a Catholic church, And if you go to Catholic church, it's a minority of black people are over there, That's like, I don't know, because maybe they don't believe or they don't feel the love of Catholic church, Then it's a lot of problems, like the religion people, even that to go to pray, the religion are divide, like there is a not like a Catholic church. It's like things are divided. People believe in different religions. They have all this like Christianity. They are different religions. Basically, they are praying for that. It's a little bit complicated. It's a complicated, but I really think it's if you pray, if you love God, it's what matters more. Because if every church they have their own beliefs, so they believe what they have their own beliefs and they pray different way. But for me, I believe I am a Catholic woman, and I believe in a Catholic church. Many people also condemn about the pedophilia, about the priests that did the pedophilia in the Catholic Church. Yeah, it's true. Unfortunately, that it was what happened, but this make a very big bad impact, negative impact in the Catholic Church, and but people who did that, the priests or the people who did that, remember, they are not God. It was not God who did that, Then, when if you pray to God. You don't pray, even if you go to church, you're not praying for the priest. Like the priest is going to, the priest is just a messenger, But you pray for God. You go for church for God. When you pray for God, all of us, you're praying for God. This is what matters. Because as people, you should not put so much intention, this priest is this one, or this priest is this one, or did that. You should not be judgmental of them, Whatever they did, they'll one day will be judged, I believe that everything you bring negatively in the world, one day will be judged by God. It's not ours as a people who should judge other people. Even the priest, you should not judge them, because and this should not be like a bad, negative way for the people say, oh, Catholic Church is not good, Catholic Church is this. Every church, I believe, they have their own problems, and they know how to handle it. But as a people, you go to church, you pray. As a people, you pray for God. You pray for His help. You pray for help in the world. You pray to have a better world. You pray for our children, for all children in the world. You pray for everyone, for the humanity. You pray, Then when people, because all these things is trying to divide people, when they put like the color, one thing that usually mostly divide people, when you talk about the race, you divide the people. When you talk about the religion, you divide the people. When you talk about the politics, you divide the people. Then this is not what matters. What matters is to pray, be a good person, a person that will help other people, a person who always pray, a person that not only pray for yourself, like say, oh, I only pray for myself, for my family. No, you do things for all of us, for the community, because there are people that are outside and they need more. Then, as those obligations, you should always give back to other people, and help other people too to become better, because there are people over there that need help and they don't have anyone to help them, need support, they don't have anyone to support to them. Then if you are the person who have a little bit, just give back, just help as much as you can, just help. Even sometimes giving a book, extra book to a child, extra clothes to a child, this helps a lot. It's a kind of giving back to others, that's giving your hand to another people. Sometimes also I think people, for example, retired people, that they don't work. They were teachers, they were engineers, whatever it was your profession, What about to think, instead of stay at home, just enjoy your life? I know you work all your life, but the way the world is going today, nowadays, there are children over there that they don't have a whole model. They don't have no one to help them. Instead of you stay from Monday to Sunday at home or going golfing, doing some stuff, whatever, you enjoy your time free, at least take 1 hour per day, do a volunteer work. There's a lot of places here that you can do a volunteer work. Be engaged, give back, go to do, talk about your life, talk about your experiences, talk about who you are, what you did, how you survive, how you went through, because sometimes just you talk, you inspire other people to also to do better, to inspire other people to do things that are necessary for our community, Here in Tucson, there is a lot of things that you can do. There is a lot of places you can do in the help other people, Then you should think about doing that, not because these kids, some of them needs like a whole model, a person who loves them, a person who inspire them, and maybe you can turn around the life of a child. You become a better person to start to do. Start to have negative behaviors, be more in true, give back what you know, because it's valuable, instead of throwing away like only going enjoying, traveling. I'm not saying that you cannot do that, I'm not saying that you can and you deserve to do that, but also think back 1 hour per day, every day a week, when you don't have to do nothing, put yourself over there high to do something useful. I think it will be a great help, Here also, I think sometimes people dedicate so much to the animals, the animals are my dog did that, my dog. I'm not complaining, I'm not putting nothing to that. But what about, instead of thinking about the dogs, think about the people, because if dogs can exist, if there are people, if there is no people, who's going to take care of the dogs? Then give back to a person too. I'm not saying that you have to put the person in your home, but at least go, fine. There is other adults that are addiction drugs today. Try to be involved in the communities. There is so many things that you can do and you should do to help a person. But people nowadays are more concentrated about the animals. Oh, I have my dog. You can spend $1,000 for a dog, buying food, go to vet, do surgery. But even doing what you do for a dog or for animal, you don't do for a person. I think this is disconnected too. I'm not saying that you cannot love a dog, you cannot have an animal or a pet in your home. I'm not saying that, but think about that, The life of a person that is in need, is in the street, or the child is institutionalized in the hospital, and the pet, what is the most important, for you is the pet or the life someone you can also help, that can change your life for better for a person, that one day this person can change your life for the other person, because our life is a continuation. You don't come here just for us. What you got is for you. You got enjoy, then finish. It's only for you. No, give back to another one. There is people, truly, there is people over there that are suffering. Yeah, maybe all of us are living in our bubble. Here, it's our life. It's what you live daily, and you don't care about what other people go through in the life. Then this is you should care. This is a sin. Then I think this is way, if you can change the ways, will be appreciated. Think a different way. Think in the ways to give back. Think of the ways to love more people. Think of the ways to help people. It's not only today I'll give you $5, or see someone homeless in the street to give some $5 or $2 and okay, I'm done. No, help is not that. It has to be a constant help. If for people who have free time, to do nothing, you should be the front lines to help more, because the government cannot do everything. If people think the government can do everything, can help everything, they cannot. Government cannot help all children. The government also cannot help all. The people have additional problems. Many people could say, oh, these their problems. Yeah, they choose this way, but you can help too. Don't be judgmental. You can give your hand and help. This is the problem. Do the best as a person, as a citizen. Do the best you can to help. Don't focus only on you, on your problems and your things, but to put your side aside, put your mind a little bit aside and help, because truly these people need help. Some kids are in the centralized and the hospitals, like mental behavioral hospitals. They stay long time wait for placement, and even when they do placement, the placement is not great. It's just a place for them to be, but they have over there also, there is a lack of supplies, lack of things, that they need help. And not only lack of things, lack of women, people go over there, give their love, teach them these children to be better, be more connected with the environment, give your hand help, You'll be extremely valuable for people who can. Some people have histories. Everyone have histories of our lives, Imagine you, as you grew up, you struggle, you did what you did, you struggle, but you become a successful person, and you have your own story, the experiences you had during your life, then you can share with these children, because most of them, they don't have hope, lack of hope, they don't see the values, morals are mixed up, because they don't have role models, they don't have any people who teach, because even if they go to the mental hospital or place they go, it's just for certain moment. People over there try to do the best, but they cannot save the world. Then has to be a continuous process. If someone is starting, someone else is continue to give back. It's not my problem. It's this. And the parents today because the life that going. Some parents also, sorry to tell that, but some parents should have thought before having kids, because they are not good role models for their kids, then they need help. It's a society today that totally a society that is sick society, that needs help, and for people who has the power to help, please step out, and help. Your help will be very valuable for all of the children, not all the children, for all the people that are over there crying for help, You look at their eyes, sometimes they don't have hope, they need someone, And if you are someone over there, please step up and do something. Doesn't matter what religion you are, doesn't matter what beliefs you are about your politics, doesn't matter that, or race, doesn't matter, you know. The matters is your heart. If you have a good heart and if you want to help, just help, you know. Don't be like, oh, this is not for my church, or this person doesn't believe in God, or this person believes in God, or this person is this religion, or this person is black, or this person is white. Don't go for that. Just go for what it is in your heart and do the best you can. Because all of us, at the end of the day, all of us, we are the same. The color doesn't matter so much. It's on the outside, but matters it's really inside. Your help is you need your help. Then I appreciate for you listening to me today. I thought I was going to talk about Padre Pio. I talk a little bit about Pio, but next time I'll come more. I'll talk more about Padre Pio. Maybe I'll hear the stories about his miracle that he has done. And there is, like I say, there is a lot of things that you go on the Padre Pio Foundation. You can have so many things that you can buy. There are very interesting things that you can share if you are a Catholic person. Even if you are not a Catholic person, they have this petition for the all souls in purgatory. This is a petition. It's basically you pray daily. For people who depart, because in our world today, when someone dies, um, you cry one day, maybe you'll be sick 2 3 days, but people easily forget the souls, forget the person who was living here years and years with us. Then there are souls that still needs our prayer, still needs to be for us to remember them, and one hour's contributions to them is praying daily for them, these souls to rest in peace. Pray daily for them. You know, then this they will appreciate very very much. Also, when you pray for our community, pray for our children, pray for the world. Pray for the things go well and everywhere. Do do the best you can. Doesn't matter if you are the other religions. Prayers are always prayers. When you pray for good things happen, not only for you, but for all of us. Do prayers as much as you can. And remember the prayers of Virgin Mary, the Rosary prayers. The Rosary prayers is very important. It's an important weapon. It's a very important rosary. If you pray the rosary daily, it will help you. It's like a meditation. It's like a meditation. Helps you to be more calm, helps you to be more relaxed. Pray the rosary every day. It's easier to pray the rosary. If you don't know how to pray the rosary, you just go to YouTube and pray. For example, today is Monday. You can put Monday rosary. Then they'll come 15 minutes per day. It's not a lot. You can pray the rosary. Doesn't matter, like I said, any religion. You just pray. Prayers are important. Doesn't matter if you are Baptist, if you are Christian, whatever it is your religion, you can pray the rosary. Doesn't matter. You can pray for the souls in purgatory. Doesn't matter. Just pray. If you have a mom or dad who die, or a friend, you can pray for them. Pray for them, for those souls to rest in peace. For the people that no one remember them. For the people that fought, for the soldiers that died a long time ago, no one remember them. Pray for them. Pray for all these people. They need our prayers. And for the people also that are still here alive with us, for our people who have a lot of problems, pray for them. This is what I would like to let you know. Then there is so many books, so many places that you can know more about Padre Pio. And next time I'll come, I truly am going to talk about more Padre Pio. Today I think a little bit of Padre Pio, but he inspired me so much. And basically that's why I want to share with you about Padre Pio. I hope you have a very blessed day. And I hope everything goes well with you. It was a pleasure talking to you about Padre Pio. and I might come again and talk more about him. Thank you.